car is fixed. No more lights on the dash except for the ESP service light, which is due to the steering angle sensor. The park neutral indicator is working now. Okay, we got a 2015 Volvo XC60. This one's got an automatic gearbox, diesel engine, whatever engine it is, doesn't matter anyway. We got an issue with this car for a while. This came from a different workshop, so I'm trying to help them out here. So basically, when the fault happens, you get no indication on the PRND, so it just completely disappears. And ignition on, my foot on the brake. Sometimes I can't change gears, sometimes I can change gear. At the moment I can, but sometimes when that happens you can't even just change the gears. Get stuck in park. That's one issue. Second issue is the temperature. So when that happens, as you're driving, the temperature will drop to 0, and there will be battery charging messages, few other fault codes relating to few different things. You know, all the warning lights comes on. Also the RPM drops to 0 as well as you're driving. And then when you go to start the car, it doesn't want to start. But if the car is running, however, when the fault happens, the engine will stay running, but the first thing you'll see is the temperature drops, the gauge, RPM gauge drops, and the park neutral indicator there, usually they will have a white line, that disappear as well. So right now this car is faulting. That's why you don't see anything on the park neutral reverse there. There's no indication. However, I can see the gears at this stage, but sometimes the gear even gets stuck in park and you can't even replace it. That's sort of somewhat a brief description on what's going on. And then when that sort of happens, you get no communication on the high-speed CAN bus. As you can see on the screen here, I got few different network here. So the red one is a high-speed CAN. There's I think 8 or 10 computers in that high-speed CAN. The ECM, TCM, and one of these other computer, it lost it go out of communication, out of the network, so you can't communicate with those computers. Half of the more than half of the high-speed CAN does communicate, however, except for those. And then every now and then it comes back to life again and everything good. You can communicate, everything on the dash start working, everything's fine. So it's been doing very, very random stuff. Sometimes straight away within 5 minutes, sometimes you got to drive the car for half a day or so. So very random problem. And in my opinion, we do have some networking issue here, CAN bus dropping out, something like that. So that's what we are tackling here. So right now everything is working. My CAN bus is good. As you can see, all my 4 channel there, CAN bus looking good. I can communicate with all my modules, so which is good. Car's running fine. You can look inside the cabin. You can see here, I can obviously start the car, and you can see the first indication is the park, reverse, neutral light. There's a line there, you can see. And if I just give me a minute, let me change this gear for you, and you can see that line sort of goes and indicates the park neutral. So it's in park now, reverse, neutral, drive. So this is all working. You can see my temperature gauge is staying up halfway. My RPM is about 800-900 RPM there. So everything's working good at the moment. Now to tackle this problem, what I've had to do is, okay, so I got a wiring diagram here. So this is our OBD plug, right? And the whole system is 2 CAN bus network, which is green black and the blue black. So that's our CAN bus network wiring, and they're all same color for every module in the high-speed CAN bus here. Right, so this is a high-speed CAN bus. network right there. Now, right, so on the scan on my computer wiring diagram here, you got the OBD plug right there. The whole network is 2-wire CAN bus high speed, which is green black and the blue black wire system. So they all tap into that. So this is all the modules that's on this network. Now, if you go to the next page there, you can see you got the ECM, you got your TCM here, transmission computer, and you also have brake EPS there, power steering, I believe there. There's few computers here in the network after this connector 74/301. So after doing a little bit of a study on the wiring harness layout on this car, I figured out where this system is, and whenever the computer is losing network, it was losing this part of the network, whereas the half of the network is working. That's why we are getting some communication and some of the module wasn't talking. Okay, so what I did is I went to start investigating the wiring harness after this plug 74/301, which is, I'll show you where it's located. So that wiring harness connector is actually located here. If you can see that big plug in there, see that big plug with the gray connector, black connector there? So that's the connector there. So everything else is inside the car, and from there the wiring harness go in into the engine area, comes down this way and goes to your transmission computer down here, and there's a ECU which sits in there. So you got a harness going into there so as well. So I was pretty confident that the issue was between here, this connector, and this wiring harness. So I started investigating on that breach of wiring harness. Okay, so we got, at the moment, you can see all my CAN bus is looking good, similar to each other, nothing wrong, cars running, no fault codes. You can scan everything in this computer. There's about 21 computers in this car. All right, now everything's working. Now we're gonna make a fault and I'll track it down where the fault may be located. So down here, where the harness comes in through that wheel arch, inside this wiring harness down here, just under the alternator, right here, just under the alternator, and the wiring comes up and goes around this area. So now right here, you watch the scan tool. I'm just gonna reach down there and wiggle this wiring. Now you can see my CAN bus network is very rough, very dirty. It doesn't look the same anymore, equal to other. So there's a fault there. So what we're gonna do, just to verify that, we're gonna scan everything again in the computer. While it's doing the scanning, I'm gonna show you inside the car as well. See, my RPM dropped to 0, my temperature gauge dropped to 0, and my PRN, my park neutral indicator here, I have absolutely no indication there. I got all kind of warning lights and warning messages on the dash. So that's where the problem is. And as you can see on the scan tool as well, I'm not being able to communicate with my high-speed network. Everything is no response. But before, it was only doing like a half of those network, but I think the problems got worse. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull that wiring harness apart and we're gonna see what's going on in that stretch of wiring there, and we'll find our problem, I believe. All right, so started opening the wiring harness up here, down there, all the way down. And as you can see, I don't know if you can, but I'll try. Right here is our broken wire. There. As you can see, right there. So it's supposed to get connected there where the splice is, the joiner is, sorry, right there. It's come off there. So it was just intermittently disturbing our network right there. As you can see, we got the wiring sorted. Only fault left here is a steering angle sensor on all the modules here. Steering angle. I spoke to the last mechanic that told me they did something under here around the clock spring. They replaced it, did something there. So I think they've done something wrong, or they forgot to connect the connector for the steering angle sensor there. So I'm gonna get them to look at that. I can't even calibrate because there's no signal for steering angle sensor, but that's a different diagnosis. The car is fixed. No more lights on the dash. Except for the ESP service light, which is due to the steering angle sensor. The park neutral indicator is working now. Park neutral light is working there. Now I'm going to change the gears. Reverse, neutral, drive. You can see right there that white line is moving the way we're wanting to do. Right now, just a little bit of brief history on this. This modules has been replaced. So we got a BCM there. We also got a TCM, transmission control module. They told me they also replaced the ECU as well, but I can't find the second-hand ECU here. I got one more transmission control module here. So they've been trying to fix this for a while. Anyway, there's a few things pulled apart there, so that's not my problem today. They can fix that later. Now we're just gonna take it for a drive, and that's about it. Okay, that's a fix. Thank you so much.